Ever since I joined, I feel that I have a sense of belonging.
It felt good for me to make friends with people from other parts of the world.
Bridging this social divide. They may look like best of friends, but until recently, Ami, Manjeet and Deirdre were complete strangers, living alone in total isolation.
So I was feeling that nobody likes me, and I'm not at the same caliber. I'm not as same as them. So I was feeling very different, and therefore that isolated me further.
Manjeet Than came to Canada as a kid. Cut off from her family and unable to speak the language, she spent much of her childhood excluded by her peers. Decades later, she was introduced to the group Beyond the Conversation, a volunteer organisation with an aim to break the pattern of social isolation. And since then, her life has changed.
Well, I'm a lot more happier, and I feel more connected with people. And I also realize that I'm not the only one feeling this way, because this problem is affecting so many people.
With over 500,000 people living in Vancouver, it's hard to imagine ever feeling alone. But social isolation is a serious problem here. And despite common misconceptions, it's not just the elderly who are affected.
Our participants ranges from early 20s to 94 years old. That tells you the amount of work and issues that we are now facing.
A report last year by Vancouver Foundation found that nearly a third of 18 to 24-year-olds in Vancouver experience loneliness. Beyond the Conversation is planning to bring to light what they call the epidemic of our time by organising a walk in which two groups come together to help engage communities and get people talking.
A walk to end social isolation is really bringing the community together.
The walk will start this Sunday at 1 p.m. on 33rd and Arbutus Greenway, with the other group starting at 51st and Arbutus. The plan is to meet at Kerrisdale Park. For me and the volunteers, it's a chance for people to get out and just talk.
Put your hand on that doorknob, turn the doorknob, step out, and go to a group that you like to do. Play music, go sing in the choir, go to a coffee shop and say hello and open up and tell people your story or just talk.
In Vancouver, Tom Walsh, City News.